Yeah, there's a real power. This is the power of ceremony and gathering as women together. That once we share these, like once we're brave enough to come and share the experiences that are actually collectively woman, you realize they're not personal. We've grown up in a kind of distorted reality. And when you start to share through ceremony or through women's circles, any of those sacred spaces, you realize that your story is generally not unique. And we've just also been conditioned to have shame around those stories and those narratives and not share them. They're deeply silent in us. And they can cripple our light and how we show up in the world. They cripple us. And so this is an opportunity, this ceremony and beyond this ceremony is an opportunity to reclaim that back. Reclaim your light, because your light is deep in your body. That is how we're made. And ceremony is, for us, it's the way home. It's the way back into the body. And it's not kind of that, like online at the moment, you see these earth-shattering kind of body quaking breathwork sessions, and it's kind of like hard and fast, and you're kind of like wrestling with the pain. Yeah. And that's not how we see ceremony. We see ceremony as a deeply cathartic experience. And I know for me, ceremony came in the deepest, darkest time in my life. I was on my knees, really, like suffering with anxiety. And if anyone here, which I'm sure, because again, that's a collective experience for women, is this powerlessness of anxiety. And just asking, I remember asking in desperation for something greater, I need more light. It's too dark down here to be I felt so alone. And the spiritual path can feel so alone. Life can feel so lonely. And our suffering can be such a lonely road. But the power of ceremony in that moment, this other voice came from within me, and it said, bring beauty to your pain, Bridget. Don't keep outrunning it. Come into communion with your pain. Love it, tend to it like it's a little child, a baby. Caress it. Be tender with it. Allow it to be there. It's okay to be there. And that's the cathartic nature of ceremony. So we can do ceremony introspectively in our own being by just communing with ourselves. And then we can do it in this beautiful environment with other women where the shifts are more radical because it fast tracks it.
Wow. We work with each other and we bounce off each other, and one woman's growth becomes another woman's growth, and we all rise up together. And really that is such the women's journey, and it's the whole reason behind our name. Murmur came from us. We meditated, we opened our eyes, we saw all these birds lifting and moving together, and we're like, that is women. That is what women are. All right, phones. That is imagine a world where women just are all moving like that as one. It felt so deeply in us. We're like, oh, that's the vision. And we had to look up, thank you, Google, what is it called when birds move and fly together? Murmuration. And we're like, okay, murmur. And it feels like a murmur. It's like the whispering of another way. It's a remembering. And when you come into ceremony, it's because it's so deep within us as women. It's in our DNA. It's in our whole cellular being. It ignites this remembering. It ignites this just a knowingness within us of another way, and a familiarity of, I've been here before. I've been in ceremony with women before. This is in me. This is truth. Yeah.